Today is November 26th, a day after Thanksgiving, and it is currently 7:04 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's 7 in the morning right now. And honestly, I don't know why I've been dragging this out. It's not like I've really been doing it on purpose, but I'm just going to share this regardless because it needs to be shared. And I'm not really one to really hold things back that God has to tell people. I actually enjoy sharing whatever God shares with me to share with other people. But for some reason, I didn't share this early enough to you guys. Not sure on why, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to do it today. And I'm not sure if everything's going to be fitted into this one video. Probably it's going to be a part 2. But I need everyone to share this to everyone they know. Seriously, this is serious. So a few months back, around May 28, 2021, I woke up from a dream. And I'm looking right here because I wrote down the dream literally right when I woke up that very day. It was something that I couldn't shook off. It was something that I really need to write down. I'm not really big on having dreams, meaning there are people out there whose strong spiritual gift is having dreams and interpreting their dreams and all of that. I ain't one of those people. So when I really do have dreams, I really know I know what's up. It's real serious. So on the 28th of May of this year at 12:18 p.m. is when I wrote this dream down. As you can see, I'm not playing. Before I share this dream, this is not to scare you guys. I have no intention into scaring you, but this is for me to warn you. Those who have ears, let them hear, let them listen, let them take heed to this, because I truly believe this is going to open each and every one of you guys' eyes. So let's get started. So this dream that I had around this time was an end time dream. I personally had end time dreams before, but it was back then when I was a lukewarm Christian. It was basically for me so God could wake me up and warn me about the lifestyle I was living back then. But this time, this end time dream that I received was more for lukewarm Christians and those that are really deep in the world. I mean, at this point, once I tell you guys the dream, then whoever it's for, it will be for that person. You'll know it's for you. You'll you'll get convicted. God is just going to speak to you through this. You feel me? And wherever the Spirit lead me, whatever comes up, I'm going to share. In addition to remembering what I actually remembered. So in this dream, I remembered, even how I wrote here, it was a big mansion. That's how it looked like to me. It was a very huge mansion, nothing like we seen on TVs, but it was like one of those mansions from back in the ancient days, but they were real big. But of course, walking inside, it had modern interior designing kind of thing. So yeah, it was like that. And from the inside of that mansion, it was very dark and red inside. It was in a sense, let's say you had LED lights in your room and you turned it on red, that kind of vibe. And I remember seeing big long tables, they were huge, one of those ancient tables, from all the way back and all the way over there, that kind of big table. And I remembered people were sitting down, eating, laughing, and talking. So in the dream, I was aware that those people that were sitting at the table, that were eating, laughing, having a good time, were people that were in the world. And I remember I was walking down the aisles because there were a few long tables. It was probably 5-6 tables, but the tables were long. So there were a whole bunch of people. And while walking in the middle of the aisles, I remember seeing known people that were at the tables, people TikTok influencers and YouTube influencers, real people that we know. Literally, I can't make this up. I'm not making this up. And of course, I'm not really going to share who those influencers are. More of the fact for me to be aware But in the dream, there were two groups of people. There were people that were standing up walking, and I was one of those people that was standing up walking. I wasn't sitting down in these grand tables. And the other group of people were the people that were sitting at the tables. And I wrote here in parentheses, the people in the world that were sitting at the tables were the people that were being comfortable. The ones standing up and the ones that were walking were the ones moving in their purpose, who was not blind to the things of this world. In addition, that some of those people that were standing up were also lukewarm. So, like I was sharing, when I was walking in the midst of those aisles and seeing that there were a few people like myself that were standing up, and those people were the ones that were walking in their purpose. They were children of God. They surrendered their life to Christ, but as well, the other group of people that was also standing up were also lukewarm. I'm gonna tell you how I kind of knew, or how I kind of was aware, but keep on listening. So in the midst of just walking through the aisles and seeing people laughing, having a great time, enjoying themselves, out of nowhere, a huge shutdown just happened. Like, it was crazy. And when I mean like a huge shutdown, it was like everything really, I think it went black. Like everything went black, but at the same time it didn't. It was like more like an alarm, emergency alert, like woo, 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 woo. It was like, it felt like this was like the shutdown. It was like, it was basically like, how can I say it? It was either, are you in or are you out? Like that kind of situation. And out of nowhere, when that happened, bro, it was like go time. Y'all, just remembering things that happened is just crazy. So when that shutdown happened, bro, everybody was going crazy. I almost forgot to mention this. Before the whole shutdown even happened, there were people that were standing with me, but they weren't standing with me. There were like servers, like women and men servers, like had their, like, you know, serving attire, like, you know, when you go in a restaurant, like the people that serve to you and give you your food and all of that. Those people that were clothed as servers were clothed as demons, as demonic spirits, entities, all of that, spirits. They weren't of God. They were the ones that were feeding the people that were sitting at the table. Do y'all get what's going on? Do y'all get it? Do y'all see what's going on? So finally, when the whole shutdown happened and everybody going rampant, everybody going crazy, I wrote it down here. I began seeing a woman placing blood on people's faces, and I put this in parentheses, as a form of a mark. I believe this woman represented Jezebel, so people can continue operating in her spirit. And I also put this in parentheses. People think it's face paint, blind to the oblivious. I honestly remembered in this part of the dream, no one really realized this was blood. People thought this was paint, like they was in a freaking carnival or something. They really thought like this was paint, like this was like some kind of fun activity that was going on. Like majority of them didn't even realize, like, yo, it's either are you in or are you out? Because to my right, because I remember the exit, like the way I got in is the way to get out. There's no other way to really get out. There's the one way in, one way out. That's how it was. And the same way I got in was basically the exit way out. And I remember looking to my right, and the people that were standing with me, they were aware and they were alerted, and it was like, bro, we gotta go. This is not for us. This is not our place, like our time, like, bro, like, it was like in a sense, like, let's just say like, oh, Jesus is arriving, the time is coming soon, like, bro, we gotta go. They're like, we're not rolling with these people. Because now I remember, because the reasons we were standing while everybody else was eating, the people that was in the world being comfortable and they was eating and everything, those of us that were standing, we were also doing our part. Like I said, we were walking in our purpose, but we was also doing our part in spreading the gospel, in a sense, like helping the people, like bring them closer to Christ and all that. So when that whole shutdown alert situation happened, we all had a dip. Like, it was like, all right, our work here is done. We gotta go. So that's basically what was really going on. So when I was looking to my right, there was like this huge like kind of thing that was like about to close. It's either you go or you're gonna be stuck in there. And me, that's not my place, baby. This is not my place. I came to do my job, share the gospel. Now I'm ready to dip. I'm going to meet my Lord and Savior. I'm not staying here. But I couldn't help to see what was going on with this with the woman, the server, placing blood on people's foreheads, just marking them and stuff. And the people that were basically marked, they belonged to them at this point, to that. And remember what I was telling you guys about the lukewarm? Now this is what I'm about to explain to y'all. The ones that were standing with me that were lukewarm, while they were aware of what was going on and they was trying to run out to exit, the servers, the demons, the enemies, were trying to hold them back. Like they had access to touch them and hold them back. They didn't touch me though. The lukewarm Christians are being aware like, yo, I don't want to be here. I want to be with Jesus. I don't want to stay in the world. And they're trying to run out the door while the door, like the big gate was trying to close. And it's either you're in or you're out. And majority of us that are spiritually aware, we're like, yo, this is not the place we need to stay. We're about to dip. We're about to head out of here because our job here is done. And in part 4, I was basically sharing how the server was marking up people with blood, and they thought it was paint because they were blind to the oblivious. They was truly blind. They did not see what was really going on. And while some people were lined up to get marked, there were some people that were still sitting down, not even realizing what was going on. They didn't even realize that there were people that were running. There were people that was trying to get out. They didn't even realize what was up. And listen closely to what I wrote down here. A few people began to run out of there because that wasn't our place and we got out. And they closed the door behind us. So basically, this is what I understand and what was shown to me in this dream. There are so many people out here who are trying to live a double life. I'm sorry, boo, Hannah Montana lied to you. You cannot live a double life. It's either you're with Christ or you're with the enemy. There is free will. You have a choice. And God is okay with your choice. But He rather you choose one side. You cannot choose Him and want to lay down with the enemy and do what he is doing out here in this world or whatever that's associated with him. Hence, being lukewarm. You cannot be lukewarm. It's either you're all in for Christ or you're all in for the enemy. And for the YouTubers and TikToks that I've seen in the dream, you got to be very careful who you're looking up to, who you're watching on a day-to-day basis, and who you're allowing to have influence over your day-to-day life. You cannot allow these influencers to drag you down with them in the pit that they placed themselves in. They made their choice. Now, if you choose Christ, you cannot follow these people because they're already at a dead end. And you don't want to be in a place where it's too late that you have the enemy have a hold of you. This dream is a wake-up call to everyone, to whoever this is for. You can't live a double life. It's either you're in the shadows with the enemy or you're dancing in the light with Jesus. Please share this video to everyone.